share to welcome to my official live streaming. Hi, Johnny, we're the floor. While waiting sa ating mga friends, I just would like to parang nag-unbox na rin ako. Thank you, Clayton. Ngayon ko pala na-open. Yay! This was my gift. Number. Libro pa din. This is my favorite writer. Live! While waiting for our friends, I may just read to you. Basahin ko sa inyo yung mga sulat. Ito ay lahat mga poems. But these poems would really touch your hearts. Okay. Pag kayo mga broken-hearted, gusto niyo ng inspiration, gusto niyo move on, gusto niyo ma-in love, gusto niyo mag-emo, we'll just have to read some. Okay, this book, the title of the book is The Universe of Us by Lang Live. This book is dedicated for Michael. My universe. Yun yung universe niya. So the introduction is, magic tumbled from her pretty lips, and when she spoke the language of the universe, the stars sighed in unison. By Michael Faudet. That draws you to another person is identical that is upward to the stars. The Universe of Oz, this book, is a sense of wonder and fascination that I have held as far back as I can remember. The sentiment can be best described as a mixture of nostalgia and longing. In many ways, a book is, in itself, a tiny universe. Each page is like a newly formed galaxy fashioned from a single pulsing thought. A book travels for days, for years, sometimes for centuries to it together. I like to think it has found you for a reason, even if that reason is only to draw your eyes skyward once more. Much love, Lang. Wait mo na, sabihin ko kay mama na live ako. Wait mo. Ma! Ha? Para mo gay na oras. Ay, sorry. Best illustration. My Queen Lang. Entitled, How We Began. It was how we began. Your mouth against mine. Your fingers tracing along the back of my neck. You asked me to imagine what it must have been like for the first two people who fell in love. It felt like that for you, like we existed in a time before love, as though I what I would tell you. To you, love was about multitude. To me, love was inordinate. I love you, I would say. How much? Answer then. But they have found their way to me since. And this is what I would tell you. I would pour a blinding crescent of stars. I would drain all the seven seas and ask you to count, one by one, every grain of sand. I would tally the beat of every human heart that has echoed since the dawn of our becoming. And as you look in awe at the sheer magnitude of my admission, I would take your hand in mine and tell you, if only you had let me, how much I could have loved you. Oh, what would I tell you, or what I would tell you? That was a title. The title of the poem is Distance. It was all I wanted for the longest time, to open my eyes and see you there, to stretch out my hand and touch the soft, yielding warmth of your skin. But now, I have learned the secret of distance. Now I know being close to you was never about proximity. I loved him. I loved how his eyes days as I woke. I love him with all my wayward heart until the day it broke. Sobra namang in love nito. Alright, we have now another set of poem. Wow! Thank you. First snow. I fell in love on the third kiss. The first snow. The last slow dance. I do. Our love story comes to me in waves, in movie stills, and long summer afternoons spent under a sky of incessant blue. I still think of your eyes in flashes of color, your hands in a frenetic feverish blur, your smile a mosaic of light and shadow. I still find myself lost in those moments of attraction. The title of the poem, A Postcard. The poem goes, to the man I love, to my future. The first time I felt your, I often think, I hope she is gentle. I know you. We breathe a little more easily than most. You see, our souls are made in the same breath. I know I'm running late. I'm sorry. Things haven't worked out that way I planned. But believe me when I tell you I am on my way. One day, and we will realize that we have known each other. I've never met you before, but I another poem. Shout out sa aking papa. Hi pa. Shout out kay mama na nanonood. Hi mama. Don't forget to like. You can comment down if you want. Strike the thank you. Another poem. Okay, I'm going to read the title of the poem is Someone Like You. Do you think there is the possibility of you and I? Ang sweet naman ito. In this lifetime, there is something ever comes of it. At least I have known this feeling, this wonderful sense of optimism. It is something from in my darkest hour, like a ray of unspent sunshine. No matter what happens next, I will always be glad to know there is someone like you in the world. Nai-in love naman ako dito. Whew. Another poem, the title is To Know Him. If you want to know his heart, pay close attention to what angers him. If you want to know his mind, listen for the words that linger in his silence. Ah, ganun pala. To know him or to know him. If you want to know his heart, pay close attention to what angers him. If you want to anger his in his silence. If you want to know his soul, forgotten who you are. You've let down the ones you love. You can't borrow from the future to make up for the past. You forsake all that you hold dear for a dream that is not your own. You would rather live a lie than live your life alone. Ano daw? Asahin ko nga ulit. Parang ang ganda nito. Your life. You've wandered off too far. You've forgotten who you are. You've let down the ones you love. You've given up too much. You once made a deal with time, but slipping by too fast. You can borrow from the future to make up for the past. You forsake all that you maubos yata ng isang libro. Mahulutan ni sa kalibro. Pasok-pasok lang mga kaibigan. Whew. Pasok. Wait. Where is my fan? Yes, I will continue reading. Init. Alright, we will have to continue our poem reading from the book, The Universe of Us. Kung wala tayo, wala kayong universe. So, kailangan meron na kayong universe. Ang universe ni Papa ay si Mama. Ang universe ni Mama ay si Papa. Ako, ang universe ko ay ang aking asawa. Si Johnny. Alright. We will have to read another poem. The title is I Am. I said, loving me was like seeing the ocean for the first time. Watching the waves crash senselessly against the rocks. Over and over. Grabbing fitfuls. Sand as it trickled through his fingers. Like my hair, brittle as ebony, strong and taut, like the bumps of his knuckles. He said it was like swallowing his first mouthful of the sea, the sudden shock of betrayal. He said loving me was like panning for gold, sifting through arsenic, waist deep in toil, lured by the shimmer and promise of transcendence, like the river between my lips, a floodgate that opens for him only when I choose. And I told him, if I am so hard to love, then let me run wild. My love is not a testament to my surrender. It will show you just how much I love you. With the inward draw of every breath, the collective sigh of the world, and all its despair. But I will never give you what you want in chains. Lagyan natin ng ano. Shout out, Chetan, Ali. Shout out to you, my friend. Next poem that we are going to read entitled Today. Today. Today I am not in my skin. My body cannot contain. My body cannot contain me. I am spilling out and over like a rogue wave on the shore. Today, I can keep myself from feeling like I don't have a friend in the world. Seem lying in wait, grinning in the shadows, their polished fangs glinting, knowing today it will be an easy kill. But tomorrow could be different, and that is what keeps me going today. Thank you. Shout out Ali, and shout out also Jocelyn Bugarin, Mama. Continue reading your our next poem from the collection of The Universe of Us by Langleaf. The title is The Butter. Close your eyes and think about that boy. Tell me how he makes you feel. Let your mind trace over his tired shoulders. Allow your thoughts to linger on that beautiful smile. Take a deep breath and try to put those dark thoughts aside. For once, let go of the reins you've wrapped so tightly around your heart. I know you are scared. Who could blame you? Love is. And you are a girl walking into the storm. The butterfly effect. Wow, so good. Impossibility. Do you know can't imagine ever being sad again? You no longer believe you could ever be happy. When you tell me you love me, I always think of that strange emotion, that feeling of impossibility. You say you love me, and you can't imagine. All I can think of is how you must have felt the same way once about someone else. Yes, sometimes you can say it's possible, but take note those impossibility sometimes possible. Another poem, the title is Shooting Stars. It's so hot in here. Sorry. Shooting stars. I want to light a spark tonight without striking up a memory view. Please don't send me shooting stars when my mind is a loaded pistol. I want to light a spark tonight without striking up a memory of you. Please don't send me a shooting stars when my mind is a loaded pistol. He only 12. Can you speak in English? I hope so. Please comment. Now we will have to continue. He used to ask me all the time if I was okay. He would ask me when he was tired or frustrated or when he felt helpless. He would ask me when he was afraid. He asked me to stop being lovers. When we became something less, yet whisper on the phone late at night when his girlfriend was asleep or had gone to her mother's for the weekend. Are you ready? He hasn't asked me in years, but I know he still thinks, still reverberates in his mind like a broken record. Anyway, it was always the same question, like the start of a procession. And it took me years to recognize the unsaid words that march silently behind. Are you okay? Because I love you. Are you okay? Because I need you. Are you okay? Because I don't know how to live without you. The longest goodbye. The longest goodbye is of love is the most painful of all protraction. Love for the sake of love is the most painful of all protraction. After reading all the poems, you're now a poet. Moments. I guess I have to read the entire book. I still have no friends. Alright, we will have to proceed. Moments. That's the tragedy of growing up. Knowing you'll run out of feeling something new for the first time. The sad thing is, you only get so many of those moments. A handful if you are lucky. And then you spend the rest of your life. Why I held on for so long? I didn't know it back then. But you were the last time I would ever feel anything new. Moments. Moments of love. Kailangan, we need to have more moments to be old enough. Like when we're going to retire to our work, then we have to remember all those moments that we have created. It's our sad, exciting, um, what do you call that? Depressing, difficult, very supportive mother. Sabi ni mama, all the poems that you read really nakakaantig ng puso. Moment of truth. One day, isang araw, I look at you, nagtanaw ko nimo, and it occurred to me, ug akong nahinumduman, ug akong nahuna-hunaan, how beautiful your smile was. Akong nahuna-hunaan ug na-realize nga sobra kanindot ang imong smile. Ganyan ba yun? I heard akong nadungog. Kanta sa imong mga katawa or pahiyom. Charot. I saw poetry in your words. Akong nakita ang mga tula. Ano sa Bisaya yun? Maunay Bisaya, ma! Akong nakita ang mga balak sa imong mga gisulti. You ask me, ug nangutana ka. Why I had that look on my face? Nganong naamang ko'y ing ana nga nawong. Aw! Nganong I I had that look on my face. As though a shadow had fallen across. Murag nahulog ang anino across its sun-drenched landscape. Magsunggo sa isab kita. Across sa cruising ng suga, drenched landscape, tahay ngaw, heavy with premonition, bugat nga panumduman, bugat ang akong gibati ing ana with premonition, premonition, guni-guni, dark with revelation, ngit-ngit pas alkitran, ngit-ngit pa sa mga revelasyon sa imong mahibawan. The second I tried to tell myself, ang ikaduha nga ako unta isulti sa sarili, I wasn't in love, nga wa di ay ko nahigugma ang moment, panghitabo nga wala gyud di ay gugma, nga wala di ay gyud ako nahigugma. Dili ko ang ingon nga ang title Moment of Truth. Ang katinud-anan. Amo yon siya. Kalisod bayaan ni magbisaya. The title is Still. Akong lain nga messenger. Okay, and we're back. The title of the poem is Still. Wa naman ta nagkihinigugma ay sa usag-usa. But conversation. Conversations. Ang panag-istoryahanay. Bisaya. Most people want to save the entire world. It's a lovely thought, and I am not saying it's not a noble pursuit. It's possible to save everyone. You just have and focus your energy there. That's the only way you will ever make a difference. But I don't know if I can make but I don't know if I can make a difference. It feels like I am screaming at the top of my lungs, but no one can hear me. Yes, please hear me. No one cares. I am completely powerless. You may be powerless now, but there will be a time when you won't be. Don't you see? And that's the time for you to be loud, to tell the world about the changes you want to see them in motion. Kailan pa kaya yun? Alright. Another poem, The Last Time. It is all about the last time. When was the last time you said I love you and mean it? When was the last time you heard those words back? When was the last time you felt like someone knew you and not the person you have been pretending to be? When was the last time you felt like yourself? When was the last time you heard someone say his name? When was the last time it killed you to hear it? When was the last time you felt love well up in you like a newly struck spring? Have you could either learn from it or you have to move on from the last time experience or moment that you have. Mag-break muna tayo kasi iiwanan ko lang yan dito while kakain muna kami. Thank you! Bye for now, but I will just have to stay here in case somebody will have to help us to go. Promise, I will have to get your name, list it down, and then I will catch up on your channel too. Thank you in advance. Di lalim mo kita. Hi, welcome back. I hope nandyan pa kayo. Thank you sa aking dalawang loyal viewer. Thank you so much. Sobrang init dito sa kwarto ko. So, kailangan natin ng pamaypay. Shoutout sa aking sister, Julie. Shoutout din si Clayton, Lingling, si Toper, sino pa? Si B2X Production. Shoutout B2X Production. Pwede natin po siyang bisitahin. Si CJ at sa dalawang bulinggit, si Brent. Resume na tayo sa ating ano. Ayan. Yan lang. Hi po! Okay, let us continue para kung may tutulong sa ating mga poem na maririnig, inspiring poems. Okay. For sure naman meron. Tsaka, di din masasayang yung tulong ninyo dahil magtutulungan tayo. Basta mag-iwan lang po kayo ng bakas. Tamang bakas lang po. Yan lang po. There is a girl who smiles all the time to show the world that she is fine. A boy who surrounds himself with friends wishes that his life would end. For those that say, for those that say they never knew, the saddest leave the least of flaws. Yun yung lesson. Next would be the title is Sahara. And the weather was damn sick of being predictable. I heard it began snowing in the Sahara. And I wanted to tell you that I have changed. Grabe nun. Desierto. Tapos nag-snow. Talaga, drastic change yun. Ganda. Kumag. Sakit na yung ano ko. My favorite unan. Alright, so let us continue. I hope nandyan pa kayo. The title is Aftermath. I want to talk about the aftermath of love, not the honeymoon or the hitherto, but the upshot and the convalescence, the slow, hard hauling, the heavy toll. I want to tell you about those evenings that crept inside like a vagrant cat and cast around its drawn out shadow untoward, insufferably black. I want to write about the mornings, the sterility of the stars. Hello. Thank you for coming to my live. Naka nakahabol ko yan. I have one. Kanina naging two and then I have alright. We'll continue. Malapit ko nang maubos. Kailangan mm, Crossroads. It was a quiet love, a tacit love. It came without prelude or preamble. We never said the word love. We didn't have to. It was in our laughter, in the sense of wonder we found each other. And if we had doubts then, time has told us otherwise. It was a gentle love, a tactile love. It was all hands and lips and hearts in tandem. There was motion in our bodies and emotion in our discourse. We were a symphony of melody and melancholy. When you find peace in another's presence, there is no mistaking. It was a kind love, a selfless love. I was a dreamer, and you were a traveler. We met at the crossroads. I saw love in your smile, and I recognized it for the first time in my life. But you had a plane to catch, and I was already home. Yun yung sinasabing pinagtagpo pero hindi tinadhana. Crossroads. Ganito yun eh. Ganyan. Yon, ganon. Hindi nagtagpo kayo minsan pero iba ang pag may bibisita sa at possibility of love. Yes, I think it is entirely possible to fall in love with someone you have never met. Physicality is an expression of intimacy, not an indication of it. It is possible that we fall in love with someone we have never met. That's what you call the longing. O, diba? Hindi natin nakikita si Lord pero mahal natin. So, it is really possible. The next is the title of the poem is Dark Matter. If you know, love knows the tip of the blade before the cut, the blood rushing to greet its serrated edge. You would know love like I have if you have seen the sun in every possible gradation of light. If you can hear the bird song beyond the rudimentary call, you can distinguish between each cadence as it quivers through the air. If you get so cold sometimes that it burns or the heat gets so bad your teeth start to chatter, then you will open up your arms and take this dark thing into the fold, and you will know love like I know love. Um, Maraming mag-ask, paano ko malalaman na totoong love na nga ang nararamdaman ko? And the answer would be, the normal answers from the person you would ask would be, mapifeel mo yon, ikaw lang ang may alam nun. Pag darating na yun sa'yo, malalaman mo din yun. Pag yun na ang totoong love mo. Totoo nga rin naman. That true love cannot be explained. It is, ating mamahalin. The next would be for the world. For the world. I talk to you all the time, even if you can't hear me. I tell you constantly over and over how much I miss you, and that for me, nothing has changed. I think about the days like a time capsule. It keeps safe the memory of you. I know it's harder with you, gone, that if you had never been here at all. Clueless ako doon. We were like the raging sea, a winter love that could not be. Our voices were the ocean's roar. We cried until we could cry no more. We mocked the limbs among scattered leaves. The tides had what we did not heed. The water holds and then recedes. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Next, her time. She has been feeling it for a while, that sense of awakening. There is a gentle rage simmering inside her, and it is getting stronger by the day. She will hold it close to her. She will nurture it and let it grow. She won't let anyone take it away from her. It is her rocket fuel, and finally, she is going places. She can feel it down to her very core. This is her time. She will not only climb mountains, she will move them too. The chaos of love. I have walked through the ruins of an empire as it fell through the passageway of time, exploding like fireworks as I fixed my gaze light years into the sky. And I was only a pinprick of dust on the day they split the atom. I had yet to learn the most destructive thing in the world is the quiet yearning between two people who long to find their way back to each other. Anything else? I want to plant a seed. You find yourself thinking of me until one morning you will wake up and realize you can think of anything else rather than me. Another beautiful poem from the Universe of Us by Lang Live. The title is Know Me. I remember when I met you, the hand steel, you and your camera smile, a flash of something real. We talked until the evening. The moon came out for a while. The clock resumed its ticking, and my heart was on the dial. The morning came to claim you, and as far as I can tell, there will never be another who will know me quite as well. When? When did you stop? When did you stop caring? He asked. When did you stop noticing? She replied. A field of flowers. Oh, I love it. He spoke to her once about a field of flowers and a warm spring day. He spilled onto paper, and she, with a sketchbook and pencil in hand, and she pictured them there, with her head on his shoulder and his hand resting on her thigh. She heard the contented chatter of birds and happiness to you. It would be that vision he conjured fruition, and yet waits and waits for the dream to transact into memory, until the day comes when she can no longer tell the difference. Until it's gone. Some people don't know what they have, yet could only look on helplessly while they lost the thing they loved the most. Isn't it so much worse? Yeah, sometimes we will thing, appreciate the person, appreciate the memory if it is already gone. But somehow, because we learned it in advance, so we should not take it for granted. Value the thing, the person, the memory, the love that you have right now, because life is so uncertain. And as for this very moment, we don't know what will happen next. We will just have to pray, and we will just have to hope for the best, that this would end soon and we will back to our normal life. Next one, the next poem that I'm going to read is the one in Bisaya. So mainit. We'll have to continue. Thank you sa aking 2 subscribers, viewers. Thank you so much. Sa 2 million thumbs up. Jupiter's moon. I had a dream last night where you and I were standing on the surface of Jupiter's moon. We ascended weightless and free, our bodies no longer tethered to the rules of gravity. Take my hand and come with me. Let's go to Callisto. Our feet will never have to touch the ground. Lover's Paradox. Tell me that story again. The one where the world ends, how it began with a boy who loves a girl and a girl who loves a boy. And she is deaf and is blind. And he tells her he loves her. Here's a thing back. That is so sad to hear. Somewhat like the unrequited love. She keeps on loving to a person, but that person can never reciprocate that kind of love. And that is the sad side of that love is so true, and that is only your great love for all your life. I guess you still win because you are just a person who loves but never expect that that would be reciprocated by someone, because that is not true love. After all, when love is true, you just have to let go the person you love. Not all they want. I've stopped entertaining those thoughts long ago. You see, I have resigned myself to where I am now, hanging by a thin, tenuous thread. I can feel it twisting above me, promises or tenure. I just want a hand to reach for at the breaking point. Tama. Not so grand, but we need love that is true. True enough that you can stand for it. Now, when you say that you love a person, you have to stand by it, to live by it, and to prove really that you love that person. That's simple. Not necessarily that you get a millions and you've got to have the whole world with you, but just be true. Genuine love is that what we all need right now. The next poem is The Redwood Tree. The Redwood Tree. My father once told me a story about an old redwood tree, how she stood tall and proud, her sprawling limbs clothed in emerald green. With a smile, he described her as a mere sapling, sheltered by her elders and basking in the safety of the warm, dappled light. But as this tree grew taller, she found herself at the mercy of the cruel wind and the vicious rain. They tore relentlessly at her pretty bows until time comes. Remember the redwood tree. Keep growing. The redwood tree. I guess nangalahati na tayo. So we will just have to reserve the other half the next time. I just have to rest my voice and my